Right, cast your mind back, if you will, by about 9 or 10 years and think back to that very popular BBC television car show that we all loved, where two of our favourite presenters did a big feature about South Korean cars. Now, in that feature, they weren't exactly complimentary about South Korean cars. Essentially, they finished their feature by saying, just don't bother buying one. But, well, 10 years on, things are quite different, because South Korean cars are now starting to look a little bit like this. Now, this is the new Hyundai IONIQ 6N. Yes, that's right, Hyundai's sleek family saloon has now been infused with some Nurburgring goodness. Hello, you're watching Driven. My name is John Marcar, and this is the Hyundai IONIQ 6N. And in this video, I'm going to tell you 6 things all about it. Well, a lot. And in fact, this particular car has got 2 motors taking care of the business. So up front, powering the front wheels, we have a 166 kilowatt motor producing 350 newton meters of torque. And at the back, we have another motor producing 282 kilowatts of power and 390 newton meters of torque. Now add those numbers together, and that's a grand total of 448 kilowatts of power. That's about 600 horsepower and 740 newton meters of torque. That's big. But wait, there's even more, because there's even a boost function on here, which will push the output to a staggering 641 horsepower. Big. Well, good tyres and good brakes. And in fact, please allow me to introduce you to these very special tyres. These are Pirelli P05s, but not only that, they are HN marked. They are made especially for this IONIQ 6N. And then in terms of stopping power, beyond some posh rubber, we've also got some posh brakes. We've got 4 pot calipers up front here with a 400mm disc, and here at the back we've got a single pot caliper with a 360mm disc. Now these, in terms of disc sizes, are big, like performance car big. Impressive stuff. With a full charge, the IONIQ 6N will drive 291 miles. That's according to the WLTP. And, well, not only fast to drive, also very fast to charge too, because if you can find a 350 kilowatt fast charger, you'll be able to charge your IONIQ 6N from 10% to 80% in just 18 minutes. 18. 1-8. Yeah, that's fast. No, there are a few options actually. If you don't want this glorious pearlescent blue, then you'll be happy to know that there is a black, there is a white, there are 2 versions of grey, and there is even a gold. And in terms of the interior, well, the choice there is black or, well, it's actually just, it's just black. But hey, looks good in black. No, actually, this is far from just another performance EV. This thing has got an array of different modes to make it extra special, extra exciting, and they all start with N. Well, they sort of do. There's too many for me to remember, so let me refer to my list here, very kindly provided by Hyundai. We've got things like N, launch control, which of course is, well, launch control, getting off to a quick start. We have N E-shift, so you've seen that probably in the 5N already with the paddles and the simulated sounds. Speaking of sounds, we have N Active Sound Plus. That's a new and improved and further enhanced audio experience whilst driving in the car. We have N Battery, That's the battery preconditioning. That's going to enable that super fast charging, but also maximizes the power delivery in the most efficient way. N drift optimizer, that sounds like a bit of fun. And of course, as you would imagine, it is drift mode. We have a setting on the screen where you can analyze your own drifting angles and speed and performance. Then of course there's the N torque distribution. That of course plants the power down in the most efficient and most powerful way. The N pedal, yep, that one is fairly self-explanatory. And N brake regen, that is a maximum of 0.6 G of regen. So as you're lifting off the throttle and slowing down, perhaps before a fast corner, you are actively charging the battery through kinetic energy, which is pretty good. We've also got, not beginning with N, TPMS custom modes. That's where if you are going to be taking your car on track, you can set the tyre pressures up to a level that works for you. So perhaps if you're going out on a hot day, set the pressures low, let them get high in the temperature and have a great drive. But then there's one last N mode that I have to refer to, and it's the one that makes me smile the most. It's rather fittingly called N Grin Boost. I'm not making that up. That's actually what it's called, N Grin Boost, which maximizes acceleration for 10 seconds and delivers that top whack of power. Sadly, I can't drive this car today, but reading that, I really want to. One last point to talk about. Okay, now please don't hate me for this one because I don't know. And in fact, we won't know until, well, probably a good few weeks from now. But keep an eye on the website, driven.site/words, where the minute we get told the price, we'll let you know, as well as a few other interesting notes about this car there. So there you have it, the Hyundai IONIQ 6 N. Oh, how far we've come. Look out for more, coming very soon. Thanks for watching.